What up, what up? You are back with part 2, and I have another holiday drink for you, the white Christmas margarita. It is definitely different than any margarita that I've ever had, so I'm very interested to try it with y'all. All you need is some tequila of your choice, Blanco. You want a little bit of Contro or some triple sec. Some white cranberry juice of your choice. This is a white cranberry peach. Then you need some cream of coconut and a little bit of lime juice. So you're gonna do 1.5 ounces of the tequila, which would be what? A 6 count, a 4 count of the triple sec or Contro. Then you need 1.5 ounces, which is a 6 count of the white cranberry juice. Then you're gonna just do a splash of the lime juice and a squeeze of the cream of coconut. Shake that up. I'm gonna go grab some ice from my glass that I have also rimmed. I rimmed it with sugar just to give it a little bit of an aesthetic. I'm gonna add some cranberries on top too, but it is not mandatory. We're gonna strain. Like I said, we're gonna top it off with a few cranberries. As you can see, it's a pretty holiday drink. I don't wanna spill it for you. I thought that the cream of coconut was gonna make it taste kind of weird. I was a little nervous, but it definitely adds a sweet, I see why it's called the white Christmas margarita. It definitely gives it that holiday feeling, that holiday taste. So, but it doesn't like overpower it with a different type of flavor. It still tastes like a margarita. So definitely think this is a really good option to take to a family gathering. Obviously, you want to have a cute looking drink that looks holiday-ish, but still tastes like the normal what we want and what we're used to, right? So I highly recommend, for sure. Let's get to our next episode. Today, we're going to do a question of the week that, to my surprise, a lot of people had something to say about. 1, I didn't expect all the responses. Number 2, I was surprised at how many men chimed in. And number 3, I was surprised at just the answer in general. The question is, can you be friends with benefits without catching feelings? I was expecting everyone to be like, no, someone always catches feelings, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people, I would say probably like 75% of people said yes. Now I have my own personal opinion, but first I want to dive into all of these responses. Someone said, it only works if you suppress feelings. Another person said, no, if the sex is good, someone's going to catch feelings. If it's not good, it's probably not going to last very long. Someone said, I think it's hard to be intimate without catching feelings. It usually would end the friendship. Eventually someone catches feelings. It's usually the uglier one. Oh my God. I'm down to test the theory if you want. Okay. Someone says, it depends how good the sex is. If it's really good, then the girl or guy that they meet next, they might try to compare it to, which isn't healthy. That's actually a fair statement. Of course it's possible. It's just very unlikely if the sex is good. So I feel like a pattern with some of these explained responses. This one, I'm gonna be so honest, I don't even know what the fuck it means. It's like a bunch of words and emojis, and they're trying to like, I guess I'm supposed to understand what the emojis mean, and I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. And I'm not gonna take the time to figure it out. Someone says yes. It did for 2 years for me. Like-minded people can make it work. Someone said, with you, hell no. I caught feelings without even touching you other than hugs. That's so funny. Someone says, it's very possible one woman can crush my soul, and it's already happened to me, so I'm good. I feel like you need to heal, sir. I feel like you need to heal. I think someone's going to come along that's going to make you completely forget about that person who crushed your soul. Someone said 100%. They said, maybe it's because I've been a single male that's been in the lifestyle for years, so I can control my feelings. Yes, but it should be established what it is before it happens. Someone said, very possible. It takes real communication and conversation with maturity. As long as you're not seeing each other every day or talking every day, just casual convos throughout the week. Someone said yes and no. It depends on the person and the situation. I think that you can have love for the person, but not in the I'm trying to marry you kind of way. Not if it goes on long enough. That's how me and my man started, and 14 years later, we're still together. No, but you have to learn to control your feelings. Someone said, too messy. What? What in the... Get the fuck out of here. This is the second person that said, well, I caught feelings for you, so... What? And both people, I had zero clue that when we hooked up that they had feelings. Like, did not give me any inkling. And I normally can pick up on that shit. But anyways, I'm so caught off guard. This should show you, I do not read the responses before I do my episodes. Like, I screenshot all your responses, and then I just do it like on camera. Like, I'm just so shocked. All right, so that was quite a bit of different responses. Let's dive in. Let's talk about it, right? So my opinion is that yes, it can work. I have had a couple in the past that it was just one of those things where, like, I was just at a point in my life where, you know, I didn't want a relationship. I had needs, you know, I still wanted that intimacy every once in a while, but I found them physically attractive, but I guess I picked people I couldn't see myself dating, right? I had one person in particular, I mean, on and off for years. Like, they had relationships, I had relationships, multiple relationships throughout the time of me knowing them. And it was every time we both were single, we would just, hey, what's up? You know, because we didn't want to risk like catching diseases and sleeping around with a bunch of people. So we were just like, all right, well, you know, here you go. Never once was it weird. And there was no jealousy. There was nothing like that. And that wasn't the only time I had that. I've had that a couple different times throughout my whole life. And so I do believe that it can work, but I do think that it is rare. A lot of people say that they're cut out for it when they're really not. And they get themselves involved in something, pretending that they're going to be okay with it when really they want more. That's where you fuck up. As far as some of the responses, right? We had a lot of people say, like, if the sex is good, then it's going to cause someone to catch feelings. Yes and no. My mindset has changed a lot. So now, before, I remember me and my ex used to have conversations all the time. We would talk about how we felt like the act of sex is just an act. And, you know, as I've spiritually kind of grown and changed, and, you know, now I look at it a little bit different. But for people who view it as not something spiritual, people who look at the body as something different than others, then yes, it very well is possible, in my opinion. If you are the type that does value who touches your body, who you're intimate with, if you want it to be something that is more special, then yeah, don't even get involved. Do not get involved, and don't even allow someone to have access to your body until you guys are getting to that exclusivity, that committed level. And you have people that were just flat out like, absolutely not. Like, someone is always going to catch feelings. After seeing some of the responses that I got that had to do with me, I would have never even known those people had feelings. So who knows? Maybe the people that I thought I had situations with where it was fine, maybe they caught feelings and I didn't, or, you know, I don't know. You know, you could have two people that are very, very, very just adamant on, like, I do not want a relationship right now. I don't. Please do you, and I'm gonna do me, and when we hang out, we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna leave. I do agree with the person that also said, it depends on how much you see each other, how much you talk, because if you keep time spent and communication to a minimum, you don't leave the door open to get to know each other and to build on that chemistry and that connection, right? You keep it very straight to the point, you know, this ain't that, right? So I do agree with that to an extent, because the more you spend time with someone, the more you get to know someone, the more you talk to someone, you're naturally going to start to have feelings, not even necessarily in a romantic or a loving way, but just in a way of like, yo, I actually like really care about this person. It could go the opposite way of like, you know, they kind of annoying. And then you realize you don't even want to associate with them anymore. So if you're already being intimate and you're sharing that part of yourself with them, and then you're getting to know them and you're like, damn, I kind of like who this person is. And now I'm starting to learn more about their personal life, and I'm starting to actually like care about whether they're happy, they're sad, whether they're stressed out, whether they're not. You're going to gain feelings. It's just a natural human thing. So yeah, I would suggest, like someone said, you know, you really got to be mature. You got to discuss up front. You have to set boundaries. You have to be able to be real with yourself and check yourself. Like, I used to not be like this with this person. Does that mean I'm starting to gain feelings? Ooh, I should probably cut this off before it gets too deep because, clearly that's not what we discussed. It's just a lot that goes into it. And sometimes it can be messy. I seen somebody say that in the comments, like, too messy. And it can be. So it's a risky set of waters to go diving in. So that's how I feel about it. But man, I was shocked. And I think I got over 300 responses. 300. I'm glad y'all chimed in because y'all blew my mind. We'll go on ahead and tune into the next episode. It'll be right back to some tough love and advice. I will see you there.